Fuck, it's cold. Well, Gold Coast cold anyway, so maybe like 20 degrees, 18 I think. So that feels pretty cold, I've acclimatized. Anyway, got 5 beers today. We've got a black IPA, 2 red beers, a pale ale, and a bit more of a summery one. My God, I love the black IPA and a good red IPA as well. So let's get into it. It's hops to home for May. From Tallboy Moose, based in Preston, we have the blood sacrificed KVEIK. This beer is pretty interesting. So you can see it there, hopefully. All right, pour it, I'll show you how it is. So you can see it's a beautiful, dark, reddy brown kind of color. Beautiful, nice tan head on it that is sticking around very nicely. When I first saw this in the can, I was like, oh yeah, coming into winter, it's a red beer, be a red IPA, something like that. It confused me a little bit. I haven't had a KVEIK before. It's, oh, have a smell and see. Got a lot of orange on the nose, quite spicy, sweet, and like a good tang to it. Yeah, a lot of orange kind of bitterness tang on the back of your tongue. It is very different to what I first expected. You can definitely smell a little bit of spiciness on the nose and taste a little bit in there as well. Norwegian KVEIK yeast, and it's, was it Sycamore and Centennial hops in there? Give it that little bit of a resinous finish that kind of used to, but yeah, that malt profile where it's just a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet, and that orange edge really does cut through it all. Pretty good, definitely interesting.
Next beer.
From Bod Rookie, we have the GONGIM Red IPA. I do really like red IPAs. This is kind of the first one that actually got my head around the flavors a bit more. It does have that beautiful stone fruit flavors that you get with IPAs. That's a little bit resinous and piney as well, but the malt profile really brings it out and just gives it that little bit extra, that little bit of delicious wintry warmth to it. And this one was fantastic. It is another collab from Hops to Home. It's an early release one, so if you've got Hops to Home, you get access to it before anyone else does. So this one is American and New Zealand hops, and it's big juicy mouthfeel, solid bitterness at the end. And the way I kind of found it is the first tasting notes, you get that stone fruit, you get that aroma with it, but that maltiness just comes through at the end of each sip and really nicely rounds it out. It gives it a really nice mouthfeel. Don't know if I should do this when I say mouthfeel. Mouthfeel.
Next beer.
From Hope Brewery, we have this super juicy New England Pale Ale. This one is very good. It's a 4.5%, so it isn't a super boozy, super juicy. It is pretty light on the tongue, a little bit zesty almost. It's got mango passion fruit. You pour it, it's a nice light color. It's good. As you see from the can, it really is perfect for a summer day, a little bit more sessionable at only 4.5%. Really nice, really approachable beer. So if you know someone who's wanting to get into a bit more crafty beers, or if you want them to get into more crafty beers, so you can have them all in the household, maybe a girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, it'd be a good one to start them on. It is light, sessionable, perfect for a summer day and the occasional warm days that we're still having at the moment.
Next beer.
From Valhalla Brewing, we have their Pale Ale. Beautiful can design. Valhalla Brewing, I hadn't actually heard of. I googled them. It says they're permanently closed. I don't think that's right because I have a beer here from them. I think they're Torquay Brewery. I think the Torquay Brewery might have closed, but website says they're in Geelong. They got a micro brewery there, doing everything Viking. Don't know how far they're taking that concept. Could be problematic. This one is a beautiful American style pale ale. Just pick my phone back up. It's heavily hopped and got a really solid malt body to it. It was really nice, really good drinking.
Next beer.
Onto my favorite beer of this month. and favourite beer I've tried in a little while. From Bonehead Brewing, we have the Dark Days Black IPA, coming in at 6.6%. I love this. This is great. I've had a couple of black IPAs before. This one, again, similar to the red IPA before, is one I finally got my head around the flavours and what they're actually doing. I do love my dark beers, love my IPAs, so bang them together, why wouldn't it be good? Bonehead started in Melbourne in 2016. I've only had this and one other beer from them, but that other beer I think was called Phase Out Hazy IPA, and I think I said when I reviewed it, that was one of my favourite hazies that I had, so they've done very well. I need to hunt down and get some more from them because, man, they have been very, very good, the couple of beers I've had from them. So this one is another collaboration with Hops to Home, but this one is an exclusive collaboration, so you can't get these anywhere else. So that's pretty cool. Or a pain in the ass if you're not a subscriber, I guess. It's packed with Simcoe, Amarillo, and Idaho 7 hops for some old school IPA flavour. Black IPAs, you don't get quite the roastiness that you do with stouts and porters and those dark beers, but you still get the kind of toffee notes, the caramel notes. They're just a little bit lighter, so they just blend in a little bit more. So if you're not big into stouts, but for whatever reason you want to get into them because they are delicious, this could be a really good starting point. Try some black IPAs. This one from Bonehead is, as I said, absolutely delicious. It was very, very good. I was very happy to have it. So much so that I have the last one and I had to save it so I could show it on camera so I didn't look too feral just showing an empty can. Black Days Black IPA from Bonehead Brewing and Hops to Home. Very, very good beer.
Bum 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 bum.